Now, before we finish up, I just want to show you one module which will help you learn how to use Search API. So if you click on Extend and then search for Search API, you'll see that there's a module called Database Search Defaults. And you might be thinking to yourself, what is this module used for? Well, this module offers a best practice Search API setup. So when you install this module, it'll create a database backend and an index for you with processes set up as well as the common fields already configured. And it is a great way to learn how to use Search API. So if you go ahead and install it, so just install Database Search Defaults and click on Install. And then after it's been installed, go ahead and uninstall it. And trust me, you won't lose the configured index because that's how the configuration management in Drupal 8 works. When you install a module, it'll install the configuration, and then even if you uninstall the module, it won't remove the configuration. So let's go ahead and simply uninstall it. So database search defaults, not the database search. And anyway, you can't actually uninstall it. And then let's just go ahead and uninstall it. Because if you have a look at the actual module description, it actually tells you to uninstall the module. Okay, let's go to configuration and then search API. And then you'll see here, there is a database server and default content index. So these two are the ones which are created by the database search defaults module. So if you click on the default content index, it looks pretty much the same because it is the same UI. So if we go ahead and index our content, then if you go to fields, you can see all of the fields which have been configured. And we pretty much created our index using a similar set of fields. But if you have a lot of content types with a lot of custom fields, you will index a lot more fields than this. And then you can have a look at the processes and just see how it was set up. So if you are learning Search API, I highly recommend that you install the module and have a play around with it because it even comes with a view. So if we go to structure, views, and then go to search content, there it is. And then if you click on edit, you can see a very basic view. You can see that nothing much is really configured. But then if we go to search/content, we should see some search results. There you go. Of course, the results haven't been configured, but you get a basic search results. So if you want to learn about Search API and you are just new, I recommend that you do install the module and have a play around with it. So that is it for Search API and Facets. As you can see, it's a very powerful module, but it requires a fair bit of configuration. Now, for me personally, I use Search API on pretty much all of my Drupal sites because it gives me way more flexibility than the core search module, and being able to create search results using just views is a powerful feature in itself. So I highly recommend that you spend the time to learn how to use Search API. And also, if you want to use a third-party search engine such as Apache Solr, well then you will have to use Search API.